Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be taking a look at some MAFIA III the Definitive Edition. Got a lot to say about this game, so I'm going to get straight into the options and then I can get into it. So playing this game, 3840 by 2160, unlimited FPS and no FPS cap, depth of fields on, field of views at 90, which is the maximum, and everything else is at high, which is the high setting in the game. I've turned motion blur off, of course, for my personal choice, and that's pretty much it. For the in-game settings, now MAFIA III, released back in 2016, one of the worst PC ports in all time. I don't know if you guys have played it when it first came out, but the game was terrible. It was locked at 30 FPS. Because of the backlash, it eventually got lifted and they gave us the unlimited FPS option. And also, the game was just ridiculously demanding on CPUs. Most people had quad cores with hyper-threading back then, or even i5s with non-hyper-threading. So you're just literally almost at 100% load almost all the time for most people. I mean, I'm using a 16-core 32-thread CPU right now, but at the time I was using the 5960X by Intel, which was an 8-core 16-thread CPU, and that was on a high-end desktop platform. So most people wouldn't have been running that kind of hardware. I was also using a GTX 1080. And I was barely able to hold 60 FPS at 1440p. Matter of fact, I don't think I was, so shows you how demanding the game was. Just gonna take this guy out. So I'll talk a little bit about the game for those who don't know. So you play as this character called Link in Clay. He's just returned from the Vietnam War. Basically just came to say bye to a few folks and ended up getting dragged into a skirmish with these Haitians. This is why I'm here, to kill all of them and basically settle the beef once and for all. Also just wanted to point out the game was set back in the late 1960s, I believe 67 or 68. So obviously racism was a lot more prominent back then in America, so there's definitely going to be some colourful language flying around. The game didn't want to shy away from that. They wanted to kind of capture that element of the game, so you know, not to be too offended, guys. It's just something to kind of reinforce what life was like back then.
That cracker asshole don't give a shit about some worn out nigga. Long as the money's coming in, Marcano don't care who's handing it to him.
So I want to try and do this as covertly as possible. If you let them know you're here, these Haitian guys are pretty good at ganging up on you, so try to keep my chances of success higher by doing this as stealthily as possible. That's one down, a shitload more to go. RTX 3090 doing okay though, around 80 to the high 70 FPS from what I've seen so far. Driving was a bit of an issue for some people. Sometimes when you're in the car driving at high speed, your performance will tank, so if I get an opportunity to do that, I'll definitely explore if that's still the case. I doubt it though. Try and just get this group to split up a little bit. Can't take them all out at once. Graphics as well are looking a little bit dated. I mean, it is a 2016 game, and compared to modern day standards, this is a little bit, it looks a little bit basic, it has to be said. The textures are pretty bland and washed out. Yeah, it just doesn't look amazing. Okay, that's one down. See if we can draw a few more away. Maybe closer. Had to be 3 in one group.
Where did you go?
Now, that's all the criticism I've got. The game is actually good. I played it start to finish. I even did the good ending. I was able to unite all 3 kind of groups, and everyone was treated fairly. So I got a really, really good ending. The game is good, don't get me wrong. It's just the port was a bit of a letdown, that's all.
Fine, I will look over here.
They found the body now.
Shotgun time. I'll take the lead here. I see him.
Yeah, I killed as many as I could, but looks like it's go time now. Can't keep quiet forever. Let's try and get some more shotgun shells from this guy. Yeah, it's best to flank around this way because the area is a bit narrow and they focus their fire on you. Get kind of ripped apart.
We ain't stopping till we find you, bro.
That's okay. I feel the same way. You didn't see me there, did you? You guys take your time. That one took me by surprise a little bit. I love the way the head just split open with a headshot. It's pink mist all over the place. Right, this guy's a little bit out of range. I'm just gonna get a bit closer. The amount of cores and threads this game is using is just laughable to me for such an old game. Another guy with a shotgun. Okay. We clear this area. I'll keep on top of my ammo. At least the game's performing pretty smooth. As far as I'm aware, the Definitive Edition didn't really do anything to enhance the graphics. They just gave you all the DLC, so Definitive Edition, I don't believe it looks any better than the original. Maybe I need to look at some side-by-side comparisons, but by the eye at least, I can't see any difference. My health is pretty low now. Let's take this guy out. Put him out of his misery. Dropped him as well. There's some health over there, which I need. I'm not going to say no to that. Yeah, let's take this 28 trench. Better get under that bot. What's this guy?
You have no right, pussy. Should have killed me with. Fuck you! Who var igen, butter? Fuck you! You made a big mistake going after the Hollow. Hollow? Vad var det ici? Coward! Traitor! Fuck me! Not on to white now! The man you're talking about took me in when I had nowhere else to go. You are no better than him!
Snapped his neck like a twig. Probably learned that in the army. That was like his little pet or something. What's he doing with her?
You can't take those stones! You fucking pig! Damn you to hell!
Take it easy!
Take it easy! Take it easy! He kept me in there, locked in there, day and night. Beat me, use me. I curse you, motherfucker! You and your entire goddamn family!
He's dead! He's dead! He can't hurt you anymore. It's over.
Over? Over! This is never going to be over. Pajam!
Hey, I understand your rage.
Fucking Haitians.
Dude, completely wilding out. Obviously that guy was just having his way with her. Anyway, we freed her. We did something good today. Okay. I haven't got too much ammo. Damn, these guys are trying to burn me up. So Molotov and grenades, just hold G to throw. So don't just press G, you actually hold it before you can aim. Okay. More bullets over here. We'll take a few of these guys out.
Oh shit! I need cover! with the wrong brother. Fucker's
There.
dead.
Sliding you guys up and knocking you down. We got that. I'm almost out of ammo with this one. I'd rather take the shotgun. Okay, I think I've killed the main guy now. I just need to get out of this camp alive somehow. I'm gonna grab some ammo before I go. A little bit out of range. Damn, his brains spilled all over this sheet. Get to some cover. You can try. I'm gonna go around the other way. Probably better. Yeah, I know you guys have got nowhere to go. You guys are no kin to me.
Watch out! You're gonna kill one of your own. Fits my hand just fine.
These guys are trying to flank me or something. And this guy was quick.
See him? He's killing us! Shit! Handle that motherfucker! Cover me!
Damn.
Got him now!
Need some footsteps. I don't have to get in closer to me though. I'm gonna adjust my position.
I'll take that. Got him!
Guess once you kill them, they're just invulnerable. It's like the bullets are just going straight through them.
Target practice starts now. Can't move for him, Fiery! Taking cover!
Need something with a bit more range. Only 29 bullets, that should do the job. See if I can go around him.
Shit! I'm taking cover! Shit! He was just there. Right over there. Let him go for it. But don't forget.
I'm gonna get through this window, it's a bit awkward.
Shoot him from this side! Don't think of... With your people, cocksucker! Time to hand out B10s!
That's my health over there. I do need it. Where did this guy come from? Let's go and get that health. It's adrenaline to get your health back up.
Shit! I'm taking cover!
I'll burn you out.
Got him now! About fucking time.
Let's get out of here.
That all you got? Come on! I got you now, asshole.
I'm just kill this last guy. I ain't trying to run away from anyone. Came here to kill every single one of them, so let's do it. I think that's it. Let's get out of here. So I'm playing with my mouse and keyboard, but when it comes to driving, I'm just gonna just turn on my Xbox 360 pad. It's just better.
Always gotta get you out of trouble, don't I?
You old?
I am. How'd it go with Baca?
We came to an understanding. He stayed dead, and I've let him. Let's get back to Sammy's.
Can't even tell you how happy Pops is gonna be. Man, this shit with the Haitians has been weighing on him.
With them out of the way, things will calm down. Go back to how they should be.
Been telling him for months we needed to do something like this, but Pops, I don't know. Sometimes I think he's lost the taste for this shit.
Just because a man don't rush to violence don't mean he lost something.
I know, just makes me wonder what happens after, you know?
No, I don't know. Explain it to me.
Don't matter if it's a bullet or the hand of God. We all go sometime, right?
I suppose. But Ellis, we don't need to talk about...
I pray that Pops outlives the both of us. But if he doesn't, every motherfucker in the hollow's gonna be looking to us or gunning for us. Just saying we gotta be ready when that day comes.
Yeah, well, that's not something we gotta worry about right now. So just cool it with your grand plans, all right?
Yeah, all right.
So performance in the car seems okay. It is nighttime and it is foggy, so to see how it performs on a clear day, probably be even better, to be honest. Okay, we're back.
The thing Lankin didn't understand, or maybe want to understand, is that for a man like Sammy, there's always gonna be more Haitians. Now, if there wasn't someone going after Sammy, then there was someone else forcing him into a bad situation. It was never going to end. That's how Lankin ended up working for Sal Marcano.
You were right about those Haitians being down by that old salt mine. They won't be bothering us again.
It was a mistake sending you down there. I should handle my own business.
This isn't any different than what I was doing before I left.
You probably don't know this. But every night on the TV, right after the news, they show the names of all the boys killed over there in Vietnam. I'd be sitting in the kitchen eating my supper, watching that list scroll by, wondering if today is the day I finally see your name.
But you never did. Nothing happened to me.
There's only so much luck down the well. Sooner or later, pull up that bucket, there's nothing in it.
So, what are we gonna do about Marcano?
Pay him his goddamn money one way or the other.
Lottery gonna be enough to cover it?
The lottery? No. But Sal called a bit ago. Wants you to meet him up the country club. Says he's got something in the works. Square things up between us.
The only black folk allowed in there to help.
Now, they may not like it, but they're not gonna say no to Sal Marcano. He says you get to come in, you get to come in.
Fine. I always did want to see the inside of that place.
You need to do whatever Sal asks, yeah? For all our sakes.
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, the game has a bit of frame spikes and hitching. Not too sure what that's about. We're in a cutscene, so you'd expect that to run pretty smooth. But again, not one of the best ports ever made, so I'm not surprised.
Welcome back to Nate.
Anyway, let's go drive to see Sam Marcano. Trying to have a look on the map here where it is. It's quite a long drive, so should give you guys a good look at how performance is or how you're actually driving in the daytime.
rotisserie is still filling orders for king cakes for the upcoming Mardi Gras festival. And it's buy two, get one free. Can't beat that. So go on over there and tell her I sent you. I know, I'm not supposed to enjoy my coffee on air.
So performance while driving in the daytime doesn't seem to be an issue. So you literally have to just brute force this game in terms of performance to get it to run correctly.
And if I sound a little enthusiastic, well, I'm sorry about it. But I am. I've talked before about being honored to be part of the crew of knights for the 10th year running. We got a heck of a float plan for y'all, and we have spared no expense in strutting our stuff. Now, this will be my first crew since my daddy died last year. Dear listener, you know how important Mardi Gras was to him. God rest his soul, he was one of the crew of Knights founders. He was captain for more years than I can remember, and Daddy was Rex back in 1932, for those of you whose memories go all the way back then. Oh, you know, I tell you, he'd
I'm not too sure which way I was meant to take.
months.
I guess the GPS will recalculate itself. Hopefully it will.
Feeling being part of something.
I'm gonna keep driving this way.
A city that he loves so. My father believed that every man had his role to play. The role contributed to the greater whole.
Yeah, finally it's recalculated itself. This is where it wanted me to go before.
Even the ones here at home, they try to sell that as equality. No, sir. There's always going to be a king. And each king has his day. I'll tell you, that coffee sure is fine. On the next episode, you better believe we're going to talk about this here store that President Johnson is considering a deal with the Russians to scale back our nuclear program. That, a lot more, right here, Native Son.
Okay, we've arrived.
The fuck you doing up here? Help goes into the back.
I'm here to see Mr. Marcano. The name's Lincoln Clay.
That a fact? I'll be goddamned. Mind your manners while you're in there, boy. Or there'll be hell to pay you here. Park over to the side.
Oh, Lincoln Clay! Christ, man, get a look at you. I bet those fucking gooks shit themselves when they saw you coming.
Been a long time, Georgie.
Oh, no shit, it's been a long time. I think the last time I saw you was that night over in the French ward, right before you shipped out. Damn if that wasn't a gas.
Oh, I seem to remember me and Ellis running from the cops. And Danny ending up in the drunk tank.
Hell, man, I bailed him out. Besides, it was worth it to knock the hell out of them cracker assholes. Smoke?
Sure.
Oh, man.
Sammy said Mr. Marcano wanted to see me.
Mr. Marcano? Shit. Make him sound like a goddamn lawyer. You just call him Sal. Come on, he's in the back.
The way that woman has looked at him, man, it's crazy.
I should have wore something else.
Hey, these squares have a problem with your threads. You can take it up with my old man. He'll tell him to kiss his ass. Nice thing about having fuck you money.
Olivia, I hate to cut this short, darling, but I've got a meeting coming up. Remy, a pleasure as always, sir. 2 more glasses. Lincoln, good to see you. This is Vito Scaletta. He's the one I've been telling you about. Come on, Lincoln, sit down.
So you served in Vietnam, huh?
Yes, sir.
Sal tells me you're under a few pieces of tin over there.
Well, I served with some good men. Nothing I did would happen without them.
Army? Marines?
Regular Army at first, and then I was recruited to the 5th SFG.
Special Forces.
I told you it was something else. Now, not that anything's gonna go wrong, but just in case, goddamn, don't you want a man like that on your side?
Well, if you're vouching for him, Sal, that's good enough for me. Look, I got a couple things to take care of. Thanks for the drink.
Christ, that guy's an asshole. Fucking carpetbagger. Commission sent him down here from Empire Bay about 15 years back. He's been a pain in my goddamn ass ever since. Well, I guess you're wondering what this is all about.
Yeah, Sammy didn't tell me too much.
Twice a year, the feds take old money out of circulation and destroy it. Over the course of the next few days, that money's gonna be delivered here to the reserve in town.
And you're gonna hit one of those shipments?
No, sir. We are gonna use that occasion to gain access to their vault.
And then steal everything that ain't nailed down. Should be 6, 7 million in there, easy.
That's pretty fucking ballsy.
It's a chance of a goddamn lifetime is what it is.
Now, Vito's fronting a lot of the money for the job, and he got us the combination to the vault. Hey, you had a chance to see Danny?
No, not yet.
Oh, well, you will. We brought him and his old man in on this, and they're gonna need your help, so go see them. They're still in that same place.
There's something else we gotta talk about. Now, it's safe to assume you know about the problem Sammy's been having.
I took care of the Haitians. Once things settle down, money will start coming in again.
You see that right there? That's what I'm talking about. You didn't sit around with your thumb jammed in your ass. You saw a problem, you went out and took care of it. God damn, I'd take that over money any day of the week.
We pay our own way, debts and all. Always have.
Oh, hell, son, I know that. I wouldn't expect otherwise. But you know, even after we all evened up, you're still gonna be slopping around in the ass end of this city. Not much of a future in that. But maybe there's a different way forward, you understand? For all of us.
What'd you have in mind?
I want you to know I mean no disrespect when I say this. Sammy's a hell of a man, but he's not getting any younger. And I'm thinking it's time to make a change.
Well, I don't think that Ellis is ready for that kind
I'm not talking about Ellis. I'm talking about you. I want you to run the holler.
I can't do that.
Well, look here, if you're worried about Sammy, don't you understand? Now, he's always been on the level with me. And this job we're talking about, there's more than enough for him to retire on.
He took me in when I had nowhere else to go. Treated me like a son. I'm sorry, Mr. Marcano. I can't do that to him.
Well, shit, son. I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't just a little disappointed. But I get it. You're loyal. Which is something that is scarce these days.
Do you still want me to help with this thing we've been talking about?
You goddamn right I do! And when it's all done, you all be more than square with me. You have my word.
What do you really want to hear? That we'd kidnap and torture anyone suspected of working with the VC?
I'm trying to ascertain the level of training that Lincoln Clay received during his time in Vietnam.
Someone like that you don't need to train. You point them in the right direction and get the fuck out of their way.